Hi friend, in this session you are able to see the attractive Power BI dashboard. Here I am using the content moderation data. Just watch the complete video and switch your career in the world of data. Hi friend, this video is related to the transition of your career from content moderation or the content reviewer into the field of data as a data analyst, reporting analyst or the analyst. So now talking about me, I'm currently working in Amazon Development Center from last 5 years. I started my career as a content reviewer in Amazon. Then after I switched my career into the reporting team, where I work as a data analyst resource for my team. So this session is very much important for the people who is currently working as content moderation or the content reviewer, or having the prior experience in the content moderation or the content reviewer. So in this session, I will explain you how you can switch your career from content moderation or the content reviewer to the analyst, data analyst, and the reporting analyst by using your real-time content moderation workflow data. So if you want to switch your career into the world of data from moderation job, then watch the video till end. Don't skip the video. I will explain all the steps from the scratch. So, are you ready to switch your career? If yes, then so in this session, I will cover you the current scenario and the moderation workflow from the workflow with their key factors of the moderation key factor, which what are the skills you have to require to switch your career, and then after the how, the main important question is how you just switch the career. So this the important things is I will explain very much in the depth and from the scratch. And next topic is about the resume preparation. I will give you some tips how you can resume or restructure your resume for the switch. Then after the interview tips, I will tell you some important tips interview related to interview to switch your career. Now I'm talking about the current scenario in the content moderation. So, what is content moderation and why we do, why we work for the content moderation part? So, the basic answer is that the content moderation is just like you have to maintain the online platform, or you just to make the platform safer for the end user or the customer. So we do audit the content or we do review the content, and the content is in the form of text, image, video, and audio. There are four kind of media we basically review the content for the online platform. So we review the content as per the company guideline or the SOP. So main thing is that, and moderation is a part of machine learning algorithm. So suppose you are working in any of the organization or any of the company. So you have to maintain two things. First one is the productivity. Second one is the precision. Precision is a very much important role in the moderation because we work for the machine learning model. So that is the main things we currently work. What we do currently work in the moderation. So why we want to change the career from content moderation to the analyst? So as I talk with many of the associates who are currently working, their answer is that I am doing the same uh, repeated tasks from 1 year, 2 year, 3 year like that. So they don't have the knowledge to how to they switch their career into the moderation from moderation to the data analyst or the reporting part. So because of that, I'm making this video for the transition of your career from moderation to the analyst part. So second thing, what are the skills required for that? So if you want to switch your career into the reporting part, the three things in the basic that is required. One is the Excel, Excel in the form of advanced Excel. So you have to require basic Excel and advanced Excel. Second one is the SQL. SQL is used to retrieve the data from the database, and third one is the Power BI. Power BI is just Power BI is known as the business intelligence tool. In the market, two common tools are nowadays people are working on. First one is the Power BI. Second one is the Tableau. And there are many more Power BI tools also, but mostly people are using Power BI and the Tableau. So how we do switch our career? So main thing is that how we do. Suppose if you are working in organization, so you only do the audit part from the morning to evening, the 9 hour or the 8 hour of your tasks. So that is in that workflow you can't able to learn any other things apart from the moderation. So I will show you how you switch and what data you make the report or you just analyze the data of your workflow. So in the starting phase, you don't jump on the Python part. So once you are aware about all these tools, Excel, Power BI, and SQL, then you jump into the Python. For now, only you just focus on the three part: Excel, SQL, and Power BI. Now moving toward the how. So I will show you the Excel report that if you want to make a report of your team performance, just like performance or the productivity part, PROD, productivity percentage or the team performance report. Suppose if you are working in a team, suppose you work in a team more than 1 year or 2 years, and if your manager assign you a task to make the report for your team, so what is the team performance? Team performance or the productivity percentage is going on. So for making this report, you have to require the few things. The few things means you have to collect data from the different data source, just like you have to collect count from the different data source and login hour or something different data from different data source. So that we talk later. So for making the team productivity report, you have to require these things. First one, you have to know the moderator, the list of moderator, and the manager. The manager means the associate related with the manager. Then our the login hours, the login hour for the associate, the shadow baseline hour. Shadow is a tool name here. Suppose if you are working in the moderation, so you have to work in any of the tools. Suppose global, shadow, or something rainbow kind of tools. It's depend upon company to company. Every company follow their different tool name. They have different tool names. So here in this report, shadow is a tool name where you just review the content. And the actual shadow hour means how much hour you work on the tool. And this is the non-productive hour. So non-productive hour and the productive hour. So these two things are the time which you consume apart from your core activities, means apart from the moderation parts or the reviewing part, where you just utilize, just like you have to attend some meeting or just you have some training. So these things come under the non-productive parts, non-productive and productive. Apart from these two things, apart from the your work activity, means actual or core work activity. So these are the total downtime. So productivity downtime means productive hours and non-productive hours, both total downtime. And this is the productivity percentage. How you calculate the productivity percentage? This is the occupancy. Occupancy means how much you occupied. Suppose you are working in a company and your shift time is suppose 9 to 6 or 8 to 5, means 9 hour of working. So how many times you occupied with your work or some activities? So this is the occupancy. Occupancy. The percentage which you occupy is the occupancy, and the percentage which you not occupied is called as the leakage of your work. Level, job level. Suppose in your team, levels are divided. Suppose few of our associate means few of the freshers. Yeah, talking about the job level, sorry for that. Talking about the job level, few out of the associate as a fresher, they join initially, and few are the more tenured folks, they call it the senior associate. And the process. Suppose a person, they are trained on a different process. So for that, the process part is here. Count, you also know the count things, and the AST, the average hit time. So suppose yours assigned AST is 10 second or 12 second. Based upon that, you calculate the AST. So coming toward the moderation report. So these are the basic report, basic performance report of your team. Suppose your team name is suppose XYZ, something like that. So these are the final productivity report of a moderation process. So here is the moderation a moderator name. So these are the, you can see that these are the moderator name. Second one is the manager name. Third one is the login hour. So how much login hour means how many hours you work, means how many days you work. Suppose you work for the working hour is 9, so you just multiply nine into how many days you are working. The shadow baseline hours means that are completely calculated based upon that your work with respect to the AHT. This is the actual shadow hour. How many hours you spend on the tool of your core moderation tool. And this is the counts. How many count you do? AHT. How much AHT you consume for this 500 count? Suppose 400 504 count. And this is a non-productive hour. Means non-productive hour is a kind of if attending some fun activity or some meeting or some training like that. So non-productive hours or the productive hours, both are kind of downtime. So some of two things they are called as the total downtime, and this is the productivity percentage of this person John and their manager. So under John, under Ganesh, the John is the moderator. So for John, the productivity percentage is 84%. And suppose Paul, for they have 70.83 percentage. Suppose Rian, they acquired 96.73 percentage. And this is the occupancy part. How much hour you occupied with your work. Means the occupancy will be calculated with the total downtime and the actual shadow hours. And this is the job levels. In your team, suppose in your team, there are few of the members are associate or few other tenure folks which are called as the senior associate. And these are the process under which your team will be perform the tasks. The process will be image moderation, text moderation, and the video moderation. So for these things, if you send your report, if you send this report to your manager or some stakeholder, some your client, for them they are very kind of hectic work to go and filter every name by name to filter out their performance, or the manager by performance they want to check. So for that, I'm making the report in the Power BI. So I will show you how it's look very attractive in the Power BI. These are kind of very lengthy and time consuming, or kind of confusing kind of a report in the Excel. So if you when you see this same report in the Power BI, so you can imagine how the things are very simple and very clear. So I am setting the screen for the Power BI. So this is the Power BI tool. So I'm taking the same report in the Power BI. I just taking the same report, Excel report in the Power BI. Just here I'm just click the get data, just Excel, and here I'm taking this one moderation data. Just taking a few of the seconds to load the data. I'm taking just click the file, and there is two things: load transform data and cancel. If you're working in Power BI, that ETL concept, maybe you just heard or not. So ETL means extract, transform, and load. Suppose you just extracted some data, you just clean the data and just load the data. This concept is called as ETL. So these are the ETL process. If you have kind of any kind of modification you want to do, you just transform the data, or then after you load the data. But this data is completely clean, so I'll just simply load the data. So once you load the data, it just taking few of the seconds to all checking. See, third number is just recently I added. So these are the raw data, and these are the final report data which I prepared in the Excel. All these things, as you can see, the actual shadow hours, AHT, count, job level, login hour, manager, moderator, NTA, NAT percentage, non-account time, non-productive and occupancy, process, productivity hour, productivity percentage, shadow baseline hour, total downtime. So all these things you have seen in this report. So by the help of this report, I am making the report in the Power BI. I will show you. So this is the report, final report in the Power BI. So I will show you how this is very much clear and very much easy to identify or track the performance of the team. Suppose if you are making the report and you just send the report to your manager or some client, so they will simply go and check that. So they want to check the performance. In this dashboard, I will tell you all the things. This is the quarter one 2024 CUP productivity report. So in this three process, text, image moderation, text moderation, and the video moderation. The process which the team is perform. So the total login hour, actual shadow hour, non-shadow hour. This is the task performance, the task reviewed by the team. By suppose the team name is A or something XYZ, some team name. Okay, this is the AHT average hit time. So by this time, the maximum average hit time is 32 seconds, but average is 16. Maximum occupied is 32 and the average is 16. So count with respect to the manager level. This is the job level, associate 6, and this is the manager, and this is the productivity percentage of the associate. And if you're working in a moderation, you have to assign some tasks for suppose here the assigned task is you have to achieve 95% of productivity, and suppose 99% of precision. Precision part is some different report. And now I will show you how in a single click you just saw the magic of this report. Suppose you want to check the associate data. If I click on here, the complete figure of this report will be changed in a single second. Just I'm clicking here. See, all the data will be changed. Suppose I want to check the performance for the senior associates. See, all the data will be for the senior associate. They have in the quarter one, they reviewed 19,000 of samples. They occupied 21.211 second of average hit time. Suppose in this senior associate, by this manager level, I just want to filter out. So I just click on this Raj only for Raj associates. So these are the associate who work under the Raj. The manager name is Raj. These are the associate, and these are the peoples whose performance is less than the 95%. And the total login hour this one, a total shadow hour for this one, for the entire manager, for this Raj. Okay, if you want to check some for the particular associate, suppose you just want to see the performance of the Rian, you just click here. You just see completely completely number will be changed. So this is the magic of the Power BI. So, talking about the Raj, they are reviewed only 515 tasks. Here you just see manager level performance count is 3,212 for the entire, sorry, in the entire data, 515 they reviewed. So, if you want, suppose if you want to see the data for the text moderation process. So I just simply click here, and we just see that who are the associates working on the associates. Suppose in the text moderation, we just if I click on this, we can see the who are under which manager the people are working that on, and they are related to which associate level, and how many logins are, how many tasks there. So simply I click here. So, so it's reflect that only the associates are work for the text moderation. No any senior associates work for the text moderation, and these are the manager under that's associate under which this manager they work for the text moderation. I just unselect that. Again select again checking with that video moderation. So only senior associate work for the video moderation. If suppose I want to check the performance for the Ganesh manager which name is Ganesh. So I simply click here. So all the figures will be changed in the single. So same thing if you want to do in the Excel. So we have to do one by one click a filter. So here in the Power BI, simply just click one things, and you get all the things in that. So already I taken too much time. So if you want to learn this kind of report for the productivity part or for the precision part, just comment out in the this video comment. So I will teach you, or I will explain how you can report, how you can make the same kind of report from your end. And talking about our second as a second part of this video, in the resume. Okay, so what we do, don't tell that I'm only doing the moderation. Okay, you just tell that I'm doing the 30% of our core activity. Apart from the core activity, I'm handling the team reporting parts. So for the team reporting parts, I'm just collecting the data from different data source, and just I clean the data, I make the data, and I just share the data to our stakeholder, our manager, and our line manager, or any of the higher authority. And you can also say that I'm making the report as per the business requirement. So these are the things. Don't tell that I completely from 9 to 6 I'm only doing the audit or the review or the moderate the content. It just simply tells 30% of things I'm doing as a core parts of my our core activity. Apart from the 70%, in 70% I'm handling the team. I'm just giving the training to the team. I'm just making the report and just analyze the trends of the suppose the workflow. These things you just explain. The main thing is that suppose if in Hindi we just tell that आपको उतना ही पता चलेगा जितना मैं आपको बोलूंगा, just like that. In the interview, same concept you have to apply. The interview tips, just like yeah, I already told you. And in the resume parts, somewhere you just mention about your work. Try to give the everything in a some figure. Just suppose by your core activities, there are 20% of improvement in the process, or just by your report, or by making your dashboard. I'm saving the 8 hour or 10 hour of the our workflow within a month or within a week. So it just tell everything in a kind of figure. So people's or the HR or the hiring teams maybe will know that's how much you put your effort or how much you apply your logic in that. So these are the basic things. If you want to switch from this part to analytics part, so you try to make the same kind of productivity report from your end. And if you have kind of any kind of confusion, please reach out to me. I already share my contact number on my YouTube and LinkedIn profile, or you can comment me also on my video. Thank you for today. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for today.